Good morning, happy Monday. Welcome to another week in our life. Sierra and I guess if you're new to our channel, you haven't seen us before, I'm Megan. Sierra's my twin sister. We live together. We are new grad physical therapists. Both of us work in SNF and long-term care. And we've been doing YouTube for quite a while now. We like to do vlogs, and that's what this video is. So, got up at 6, plans to work out this morning. So I just went downstairs and got my lunch ready. Got my breakfast going, and now I'm going to finish getting changed and ready to head out. It's kind of sad because we just got finished with the 3-day weekend that we were out of town for a family wedding. And now just coming back to work is going to be like, sad. Today's mostly going to be a catch-up day though. We have to podcast. We need to do like some content planning for videos and stuff. And so today's going to be just like our at-home, get our life together day. And then hopefully the rest of the week can be more fun. Good morning, everyone. It's Sierra. It's my first time talking for the vlog today, so happy Monday. I am sitting in the gym parking lot because I'm getting ready to go work out quick before work. And yeah, should be a pretty okay day. I think it's Monday, and we just had a really nice, fun weekend, so it's kind of like blah to be back. Today's kind of a catch-up day for Megan and I. We don't have anything super fun planned. Okay, I am getting ready to go into work shortly, but I figured I would kind of talk through our jobs a little bit more specifically, at least like my job more specifically. I've seen a couple comments of people wanting to get like a little bit more, like a better look at like what a day in our life looks like from the physical therapy side, rather than like we do, I think, a pretty good job of showing our lives outside of work. However, I think that's kind of, there's a fine line between being able to do that. One, of course, there's HIPAA and whatnot. Two, I kind of like and prefer having a separation between work and YouTube. And so I can't just bring my phone in and record stuff. However, that's why I was going to talk a little bit right now to just like share a little bit more. So I already said we work SNF and long-term care, both of us do. And I work with a lot of people specifically who have dementia. Sierra has like a little bit of that, but not as much. And so obviously, yes, we're trying to get people stronger and improve balance and strengthening and things like that. And some people do come from like having a hospitalization where now they're a little bit weaker and like we need to work on getting them back to where they were. But since they have dementia, a lot of it's kind of figuring out different ways to engage them in activities, to want them to participate, because they might not understand what we're doing. They might not understand why we're doing this. Other things too is like dementia can look different on a lot of people. So some people, they can follow one-step commands well, and maybe they're just generally confused. Other patients are minimally verbal, or they have aphasia, which means that they are kind of like, they have nonsensical speech. And sometimes they can follow one-step commands, maybe they're inconsistent. And so it is my job to try and figure out cues, whether that's tactile, whether that's verbal, whether that's different objects they might engage with that promote them wanting to do something. So, like, it's different patient to patient. If I'm trying to get someone to do a sit to stand, maybe they're very capable of doing that, but it's a huge thing that I've learned is like, initiation is key. Like, I need a patient to initiate before I can like really help them. So figuring out how do I get them to initiate, to want to participate in the task, because I have patients who, if they're not going to help me, they're going to be a max assist, or I'm not going to be able to get them standing. But if I find the right initiation cues where they're participating, then all of a sudden it's like standby, min, mod assist. And so maybe there's some patients where I can say a certain thing and kind of like get their hands in position, give them like a 1, 2, 3 count, and then all of a sudden like that's what clicks in their brain of like, okay, we're doing a sit to stand now. Or there's other patients where if they are engaging with like an object or a magazine or a book, and I can get them engaged in that first, and then maybe set it like slightly out of reach where like that promotes them wanting to stand up to keep looking at that. There's also some patients where like tactile cues there's some patients where like I can like do tactile cues to like initiate standing and then they'll help me. And there's some patients where like they don't want me to initiate for them, so they'll start resisting. And sometimes people present differently day to day. Like one thing might not always work. So a lot of my job is to work on improving their mobility and strengthening and whatnot. A lot of it has to do with like that initiation stuff to then feed that back to the different staff we have here so that they have an easier job like moving the residents around. And so yeah, that's kind of a breakdown. I try to come up with some fun stuff and be creative when I can. Sometimes like I've also got some pretty high functioning people. If I'm working with them, maybe motivation is the big thing. So instead of like saying like we're gonna go do therapy, I might present it as like, hey, do you want to go for a walk with me in the hallway? Do you want to go check out the library book or the library bookshelf cart thing? And they might be a little more like a lot of people like going outside. So I'll be like, have you been outside yet today? Do you want to go outside? Rather than presenting it as therapy, because then usually like they're maybe not as interested. And sometimes it's hit or miss. So hopefully that gives a little bit better insight. I know Sierra briefly mentioned that she like was coming up with like a cornhole type of game for like her group therapy. It's about 4:30. I just finished up with work today. I had a pretty good but kind of busy day, but I feel like most of my sessions went pretty well for the most part. Also, another highlight, there was an ice cream truck that was here today, so I got to have a little ice cream sandwich. I brought one of my patients out to get some ice cream too, so that was kind of fun. It is roasting in my car, so air needs to be turned up, and I'm gonna head home. I was actually maybe gonna be nice and get groceries. I might do that on the way home if I'm nice. It is incredibly hot in my car right now. I just got off work. It's 5:30 and now I'm going to head home. And I need to get the AC going. It's hot. I think Megan was nice and wanted to go get groceries for both of us, but I didn't have to go with her. So I think that means we'll just need to make dinner at some point, podcast. I have some other like little things that I need to do on my computer. So yeah, much needed little at-home work day this afternoon. So it is 6:22 right now. Megan and I are getting ready to podcast. I kind of sat down on my phone and came up with some stuff. Megan came up with even more stuff. This episode, TBD what we call it exactly, but it's going to be related to social norms, etiquette, common knowledge, things like that, and things that we've experienced lately or just seen online that we want to talk about because evidently common knowledge is not so common anymore. I'm getting ready to get all cozied up. Sometimes Sierra and I have a Coke to record the podcast with, and today we decided was one of those days. Okay, Sierra and I are going to work on getting dinner made. It's about 8 o'clock. We finished podcasting and also we're kind of hanging out in the podcast room doing our like social media perusal. So gonna be kind of a late dinner, but that's pretty normal. So we are gonna do drunken noodles. It's simple, it's easy, it reheats well. We make it every single freaking week. So all of this time I got some garlic bread, which we haven't had for a while. Pasta and garlic bread are done. It's time to make myself a bowl. And it's also Shark Week. So got Shark Week turned on. And I don't know about you guys, I always, in theory, I get really excited about Shark Week. And then I don't really pay that much attention to it. But now, tonight, I am. It's 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna start getting ready for bed. Oh, I should have honestly started getting for bed a little bit sooner. That's okay. I have laundry that I haven't put away. I'm not going to do that right now. Hot water is like not working for whatever reason. It did this a week or two ago and then it randomly started working again. So fingers crossed. Okay, breakfast is served. Hot water is still not working, so
Okay, now that I can actually talk to you guys face to face, happy Tuesday. Megan and I are getting ready to head off to work in my blue scrubs today, and it is 7:45, so should get to work about at my normal time, and then I don't really know what my schedule looks like today, so I don't know if it's a full day or a shorter day. I don't know. Yesterday was a little bit longer. Off we go.
Good morning, happy Tuesday everyone. I know Sierra already kind of talked to you guys this morning, but today's original plan after work was Sierra and I were going to maybe do a little beach day, but now I feel like our whole day is just going to revolve around trying to figure out this stupid water heater. So I think I should get off hopefully at a decent time today, so I'll probably, well, I'm going to wait until I get home to like double check the hot water, but I think like we should probably call them anyways, because at this point like it might just keep randomly fixing itself and then keep causing problems. So something's probably wrong, and it also seems like the water was leaking a little bit more from the bottom. I was kind of thinking maybe I should work out today after work, or like, I don't know, if the hot water works, like it doesn't really matter that much, but like I'm supposed to shower today, and so if I have to like go shower at my gym, I might as well like work out tonight instead of like tomorrow morning. And then I was also like, I was going to record, I have like a sponsored thing that I need to record today, which hopefully won't take that long. Hopefully I can get that done no matter what, but I also was just wanting to have like a nice little beach day, and I don't see how that's going to fit into the equation, so it is what it is. It'll be fine, but just annoying. I just finished up work for the day, so I'm going to head home and hopefully see if I can get someone to come fix our water heater. I also see I have a pimple forming, so that's awesome. I was a big girl and I called a place to have someone come look at our water heater. The person on the phone was actually very nice, which like I wasn't expecting someone to be like rude, but she was just very pleasant and made things make sense and all of that. So, and hopefully it'll be an easy, quick fix, because if it's more than that, I feel like we probably won't make a decision today, but if it's like an easy repair, then that'd be awesome. If it's you need a new water heater, then I might plan my ad a little bit more, but to be honest, like I feel like I'd rather have my hair washed and like looking a little bit better before I try and do that. And like if I get a call, I don't really like want to be interrupted when I'm like in the middle of doing that. And the verdict is he thinks it needs to be replaced. So funny thing, not really funny, but last summer when we moved in, our AC also wasn't working, and when we had someone come to look at it, they thought our whole unit needed to be replaced, but then my uncle was able to fix it for like $100, and it's worked fine ever since. My uncle already came to look at the water heater a couple weeks ago when it wasn't working, and then it like was working again. So I know people are like, you know, be skeptical a little bit when they like say like it needs to be replaced, but from everything I am looking up of like it was leaking a little bit from the bottom. So like the guy did turn like the water off, at least like he did whatever. So he said like it would hopefully not be leaking so much until we replace it. But looking this stuff up myself, it kind of seems like it's original to the house, so it's probably past its lifespan. And so now he gave me a quote, but I'm trying to be responsible and at least like get a couple other quotes before we decide who to go with to try and get this done for as affordable as possible. Just got off. It's about 4:30. I also have a sugar cookie with some orange frosting because we had a home health company come and talk to us, and so we had a meeting and they brought us sugar cookies. They're actually very good. Megan's probably talked to you guys about our water heater and how we have to pay to get a new one, which will be expensive. She was talking about getting different quotes and stuff for that, so I don't know. But that does mean until we get that replaced, we'll probably have to go to our dad's house since he's closest, or like go to the gym for showering, but like then we have dishes and stuff that we need to do at some point too, so I feel like we'll have to like do a load of dishes somewhere. I don't know how fast we can get that replaced. We were potentially toying with going to the beach today. It's a little bit cloudy though, so I don't know. So it's a little after 5 o'clock. I'm getting changed because I think Sierra and I are going to go work out tonight and shower at the gym rather than do it tomorrow morning. So my dad also stopped by. He's a pretty like handy
guy, but he doesn't know anything when it comes to like plumbing, and also like replacing a whole water heater is kind of like out of his realm. But I think he just like wanted to come take a look at it anyways, and he mostly just stared at it with me staring at it. So, and he was like, yep, I think I would just have to trust somebody else on this. I am still waiting to hear back from 2 other people that I reached out to. I should have probably just called them, but like I was filling out the forms and stuff as like the other guy was like here doing his little estimate thing, and I didn't think it would take that long for them to call me back. So hopefully they still can call me back tonight. Sierra is calling another place, and hopefully she can get like an actual somewhat tangible estimate, even if they need someone to come take a look at stuff too before giving like a final estimate, because honestly we probably just need to get this done sooner rather than later. I'm in my room. I just called another plumbing, heating, cooling, whatever type of business that's called. They didn't have any appointments for someone to even come out for like 2 weeks, and I was like, that's not gonna work. The gym is packed today, so wish us luck. Sierra and I actually, I think, had a pretty decent workout today. We did legs. A squat rack eventually got open, so we did some squats. And of course we showered, washed our hair, and I think we're gonna do a frozen pizza for dinner. I don't think there's really going to be anything else to add to this water heater saga. I might try calling another place, but it's kind of getting late enough where I don't even know who's open to answer calls. Sierra's on the phone right now. I think that we're actually getting something set up. Okay. You know what? I will be transparent with pricing with you guys, even though, just because I'm like, their range online is insanely wide, and I know there's like different kinds of water heaters and stuff, but this is also like good. It's good practice to be like, if you're a new homeowner or you're not used to like doing all this like adult stuff, it pays to get different estimates, even though it's like more annoying to do so. Because the estimate I got earlier when I was here, his original estimate was $4,000, and then I was like, oh my god, let me get back to you on that. Then he was like, let me like see what I can do. Goes back out his car, comes back in. He's like, we can do $3,500. And I was still like, I'm still gonna call other people. And then also with my email invoice that he had like the estimates on, one was $4,000 and one was $4,800. So there was not a $3,500 in there. So I still think that he was ballpark and like lowballing versus like what it actually would have been. That we tried calling another place earlier and they would not give us an estimate over the phone, which is annoying because like half the time they're like, okay, we'll send someone out there, and then like you just feel kind of like trapped into like, oh, they're here, because the guy today was like, in theory we could do it today, but I was like, that's so much money, and I just feel like I should have some other reference of like what I could be paying here. So I said no. And then I tried calling someone else today, and then like they contacted through someone else and they weren't answering. It's just been, and then our dad sent someone else to say like, try calling them. So that's who Sierra just called. Their estimate over the phone, granted they didn't come physically look at it, but was $2,200. So that is much better. And Sierra said that he was saying that was the more expensive one, possibly over the phone. So anyways, point being, so seems like hopefully we can get it replaced tomorrow, which would be awesome. Pizza and Shark Week. I am getting ready for bed. It's like 10:20 right now. Plan is to get to work a little bit early because RegBri is going on right now. If you're unfamiliar, it's a annual bicycle ride across Iowa, and it's passing through Des Moines this year, and there's some road closing stuff that I need to deal with that will affect my way to work. And so if I can get to work before 8 o'clock, then the roads shouldn't be closed then. And so I won't have to deal with it before work, but I'll probably have to deal with it after work. All of it to say, going to bed a little bit earlier so I can get up. I've also just been in such a reading slump. It's been like a week since I finished my last book. I'm only like 30 pages into 7 Days in June. It's not even that I'm not enjoying this book. It's too early for me to even have formed an opinion, but for some reason I'm just not wanting to pick up a book and read. So hopefully one of these days I'll pick it up and get more invested in the books that I want to continue reading, but I don't know. I'm in a slump right now. Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I'm up a little bit earlier. It's a little bit before 7, trying to beat the ride traffic this morning. So heated up my breakfast. I had half my breakfast sandwich yesterday, other half this morning. Then I'll go upstairs, finish getting ready. My hope is that I can be clocked in by like 7:45, and that should hopefully be plenty of time since I don't think the road closes until 8. Hopefully you're gonna get a call at some point this morning from the water heater person. I also am just kind of annoyed because I feel like we had so many like fun things planned this week that have been getting pushed off because of having to deal with this. I mean, yesterday, by that I mean yesterday we were gonna do a beach day. The weather wasn't like really nice enough for it anyways. Then tonight we were supposed to go see Barbie, and if we have someone coming to do the water heater, like I don't know what time that will be. So kind of annoying, but there's not really much you can do about it. Good morning, happy Wednesday. I am getting ready to leave to go to Starbucks, and I am also bringing my book with me so I can read in the car a little bit because I think I'm gonna have like a little time before I need to go into work. So I might just sit in the Starbucks parking lot and read a couple chapters. So today's Wednesday. I wish I had a better idea of what exactly was going on today, but hopefully our water heater will get fixed. And so that kind of will determine if we're doing anything else today or not. So I was kind of jokingly suggesting to Sierra that if like we have time to do something later, we could go see Oppenheimer instead, because we could do that, but I don't know. That's a long movie and I don't know what time we're gonna be able to do anything or not. We could always do the beach if it ends up being nice today and we have time. I don't really know. We're just gonna play it by ear and hope for the best. Maybe we do nothing and that'd be fine too, I guess. But I just feel like usually I like doing something, and so far this week we haven't gotten to do anything because of all this water heater stuff going on. Good news, the roads were open still, so I am now in the parking lot. So I will be able to work without issues. And then the question will be, what are the roads looking like when I'm done? And how long is it gonna take me to get home? I don't know, but that's a for later problem. I'm on my lunch break right now. I am pretty pleased so far with how I've been doing with my productivity. So hopefully that will continue into the afternoon. I do have like slightly more documentation stuff I have to worry about this afternoon, which basically means every time I see someone I have to do what's called an encounter note saying what we did that session. And then every once in a while, if you have like an eval, a discharge, a progress report, or like a recertification of why you're going to continue care, those are separate notes that you then have to do on top of the encounter, and therefore it can take longer. So I have 2 recerts, I think, and then an eval that I'm supposed to do in the afternoon. So hopefully I can still like be good about my point of service documentation so that I don't have to do too much of it still when I'm done seeing them. Enjoying lunch. I'm like actually caught up on documentation for the morning, which is good. So hopefully we have a good, solid afternoon. Just got back from work. It is 4:36 right now, and I had actually like a good productive day to touch on what I was talking about at lunch. Got everyone else seen, stayed pretty on top of my documentation, although I'm annoyed because there's a progress report and there's a recertification. And I started someone's progress report because it was due today, but I could have started their recertification, which is due in like 2 days, but then I didn't. So now I have to still do the recert 2 days from now, and if I would have done it today, then I only had to do that and not the progress report. But whatever, I did it and I noticed it too late, so I'll have to do that in 2 days. Anyways, we have confirmed that well, let me touch on the water heater. That's still not fixed. The company that we were going to try and have come in was running behind, so now it's rescheduled to tomorrow at like 8 in the morning, and I don't know if that'll be me, Megan, or someone else trying to be here for that. I don't know. So if you see, can you see all the dishes on the counter behind me? That's just sitting there because we can't do our dishes here. What are the plans for the evening? 1, I have to do module 1 of a MedBridge course because tomorrow I think we're supposed to, like me and then everyone else in my company, is supposed to have done the first module, and so we can discuss it like at lunch or something tomorrow. and I haven't started it. I need to do it. I don't know how long it's supposed to take. Hopefully less than an hour. 2, I have my water heater on my to-do list. That's not happening, so I'll move that to tomorrow. The only other thing, I mean, I don't have anything planned. I haven't talked to Megan. We were potentially toying with going to see Oppenheimer tonight. Uh-oh, this is the last one. Don't worry, we have another one. Shark Week, Shark Week, Shark Week. So I haven't talked to you guys since I got off of work. I had a nice full day and had a couple evals. Every patient I had today. I was gonna have 7, then we discharged someone to hospice, so I actually didn't see them. But every person, which I had 6 people today, were either, I had 2 evals, the rest of them had a progress report or a recert. So it was a lot of paperwork today, but I think I did pretty well, all things considered. Otherwise, I think I mentioned it a couple days ago. I don't really know what I've even wanted at this point. I was mentioning that I had a sponsored post that I needed to work on. I actually did get myself to like record it and like come up with stuff yesterday, so I just finished putting things together, so now I'm going to send it in for them to review because it's due by Friday, so I'm actually ahead of the schedule. And Sierra is looking at showtimes because I think we are going to go see Oppenheimer, even though I kept saying I was going to see Barbie first. Cecilia and Ashton want to go see Barbie. I'm going to stick to it and go see that with them. So Megan and I are getting ready to head out to see Oppenheimer. Starts in about 25 minutes or so, so we should get there with plenty of time to get our snacks, get sat down, watch some previews for some other stuff. It's so hot right now, so I'm wearing this to the theater. And then I'm bringing my sweatshirt with me because I always get freezing in there. I feel like I'll still be cold and my legs are gonna get cold, but I don't really want to bring a blanket or wear leggings, so this will have to do. Guys, look at how full this movie theater is. Even Top Gun was not this full. So we finished the movie, and I mean, it was good. It was good.
And like my conclusion is that
characters
I'm sure if you're smarter than me, you're probably like, wow, that was like amazing. And I'm like, I'm a little lost.
Yeah, like there's a lot of people.
I can tell it is good. I'm just a little confused.
Like Sierra was saying, she's like, I think I need to like look up after the fact, like what was the movie about, which I agree with.
It's like the second half where it got really confusing for me.
Because there was like a lot of like political stuff going on, and wasn't entirely sure what was happening, but it was good. I think I will enjoy Barbie more, honestly. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. If you and I were actually just talking yesterday, this week seems like it's going by like really fast for some reason. Anyways, today I am going to get Starbucks for breakfast, so I'm ordering that now to go pick up, and then I'm coming back home, and I'm going into work later today because the water heater guy is coming at 8, so I am hoping that they'll come look at it, and then they can also get started with the replacement, assuming they also think it needs to be replaced. And I can be here as I get started, but then hopefully my dad, he has like a meeting that he had for work at 8, but then other than that, he's available. So hopefully he can come when he's done with his meeting, and then I can go into work. Today, Sierra and I like to ideally go to like the farmer's market and trivia night, so hopefully we can do that. But I also, like, if we were to not have a water heater, I need to go to the gym and shower again and maybe consider working out. I'm not really sure, but yeah, because usually I work out Thursday mornings, but I'm not because I wanted to be here, and also it was a little later of a night last night since we went to see a movie. To be honest, my hope, I got my Starbucks, by the way. Chocolate croissant, strawberry Aussie refresher. I've been wanting to try the frozen version they have, but I just haven't gotten around to doing that yet. My hope is that other than when they first get here and I need to show them where everything's at, that I can be pretty hands-off, and I brought my book down here to maybe like actually read a little bit. But yeah, I'm basically just hanging out. I'm guessing hopefully I can be into work by 10. Okay, so he's here right now, he's downstairs, and they are going to replace it, but it was a $2,500 quote and they can't replace it right now, so that's good news. So hopefully my dad can get here sooner rather than later, and I can go to work and come home to some hot water.
Good morning, I really talked to you guys. It's Sierra. I'm getting ready to head to work. I also got some Starbucks this morning. Really hoping that water heater stuff gets figured out before I get home. That would be amazing. But yeah, I don't know what my schedule looks like today. I will figure that out once I get into work, but hopefully it'll be manageable and I'll get done a little bit early. Okay, it is a little bit before 10 o'clock and I'm getting ready to go into work, and hopefully my schedule is not too different from when I left work earlier, or when I left work yesterday. I should have like 4 or 5 people, I think, is what I'm hoping. And my goal is to be done by 4, hopefully.
Alright, I am back from work. It's 5 o'clock. New hot water heater is in. I'm sure Megan already said that. Let's test it out. I would imagine that they, oh my god. Need to turn off a little bit. The water is warm. Hopefully the sputtering, whatever that is, will just stop. So now it's my duty to load the dishwasher as much as I can and start it. So I just changed. I'm wearing basically the exact same outfit that Megan wore one time in Vegas. By one time I mean the only like day outfit she wore, because we were only there for 12 hours. Top is from Zara, skirt is from either Princess Polly or Abercrombie or something, I think. And my shoes, if I can show you, are my one Nike shoes that I showed you a couple weeks ago. So Megan went to the gym. It's 5:30. We're gonna meet at the farmer's market. Oh, and then I also wanted to try making a reel. I want to maybe try doing some reels of the indie bookstores that are kind of close to us, or just like if we make our way out there at some point. So maybe I'll try and get some clips from this, and then one of the indie bookstores is at the farmer's market. I have to kind of figure out what I want. Let's open this for some light.
Okay, so I finished work around 4:30 and I decided to come to the gym, see what I could get myself to do for a workout. I'm supposed to do upper body today, and I did bring things to like shower here and like a change of clothes if Sierra wants to do the farmer's market, but like it's pretty dang hot out that I wouldn't mind just skipping the farmer's market and going to trivia, which isn't until 7. So then if we didn't do that, I probably would just like wait and shower at home with my actual shower and hot water that I can now use. Okay, now that I'm done with my workout, which like to be honest guys, like it was not a great workout. It was like a pretty like what I call a lazy workout. You know, I'm there, I'm doing things, but it's like I'm kind of taking my time. The heart rate's not pumping maybe. I'm just like doing things. Like I did some abs, did a little bit of like upper body stuff, but like the cable machines were full. So anyways, I'm going to go to the farmer's market. I had been parking at the trivia place, but I honestly want to see if I can park closer because I just don't want to walk that far. So I just got tacos for my dinner, but I also kind of want a snow cone. I said I really want a snow cone. Megan and I have finished up at the farmer's market. It was pretty hot today, and so there weren't as many vendors as normal. We did manage to stop in Reading in Public, and between Megan and me, I think we hopefully got enough clips where if I wanted to make... Oh, well then why did you freaking go in there?
Because I like bookstores.
Okay, well I got a couple, so hopefully between what I got, if I want to make a reel or something, I can. I did end up going back in with Megan and I got a couple more. So, and it's not like even be like long reels or anything. I mostly just wanted to be like, here's the bookstore, let's go check it off the list. So yeah.
Megan and I only did one round of trivia tonight because we just have some things that we need to do. So yeah. First thing on the to-do list, I think Megan's gonna shower. She has to wash her hair. I will also probably rinse off and not wash my hair just because it was so flippin' hot outside. I was sweating like crazy. But I'm also gonna start on dinner because I didn't eat any actual food. I just had a snow cone. So we're gonna make some garlic chicken. Here I have Shark Week on in the background, and then I am putting together some of the clips that I took at the bookstore this afternoon, and I'm going to record a narration. First I'm gonna kind of script out what I want to say. I think it could work. I think it could be a fun little addition to like my Instagram or my TikTok if I just kind of run into these bookstores randomly. I'm very glad that Sierra and I decided to leave early because it is 9:16, done with dinner and all that's cleaned up. Now I'm getting ready for bed. I'm gonna brush my teeth and then I'm gonna sit in my little reading corner and read some more of my book. If you don't know, / I don't know if I've shown my book in this vlog, probably I have, but I'm currently reading Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. It's the second book in the duology. The first one is When in Rome, and I'm liking this one a little more. They're both cute and fun, but I just feel like I like the characters in this one more. I'm at like page 220. I'm a little over halfway now. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. I think this is the first time I'm like actually fully talking to you today. I've had a good start to my morning. I got up at like 5:30 or 5:35. So normally I get up at 6 when I'm working out in the morning, but I wanted to get up a little bit earlier because if I'm being fully honest, usually I'm like a little crunched for time in the morning and I like will cut my workout short or like I don't get as much time in the hot tub as I normally want. So today I was able to get in a full workout plus almost a half hour of hot tub time. And I'm still leaving like on time or maybe even a little bit early. So hopefully I have a good caseload today. I do think that I'm gonna try and group some people, and so like I'm trying to get done just like a little bit early because Megan and I think are going to head up to Clear Lake when we're off work, and we're gonna bring our grandma with us and just have a nice little, not even like a full weekend because we have to be back Sunday at noonish, but like at least a nice full day. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It is a little past 6:30 and I just got up. Today I am helping out at a building that's an hour and a half away, and so I did go to this building like 2 weeks ago and help out there, and the reason that I've been helping out is because the PT that usually works in that area has like a broken ankle. So anyways, I am making my breakfast. I'll probably take it to go. I need to get changed, and then I'm hoping to leave my house a little after 7, but I also need to stop and get gas first. I'm pretty sure I have like 4 hours and like probably like 4.5 hours of like treatment time that I'm supposed to have today. And then I have my drive time there and back. So I'm hoping to be back home around 4:30, and then we were gonna go to the lake this weekend. So okay, it is a little after 8:30 and I was just sitting in my car quickly looking at my phone before I head inside. Hopefully I can see most of my patients pretty quickly without huge breaks. I know there's possibly going to be a skilled admission today, so I really don't know, first of all, if they're gonna be admitted today, and also I don't know when they would be here, so that could make my day interesting, but we'll deal with it as it comes. I would like to hopefully be talking to you guys again before 3, saying I'm heading out, but we'll just have to see. Okay, done for the day. It's actually 4 o'clock, and I honestly, like, I don't really know how, because I actually feel like my productivity wasn't that bad, so I think I just was with my patients longer, and also, like, I had an eval at the end that I just had, like, more documentation to do and stuff. But luckily I also get paid for drive time. I don't know if I said that, but since I'm driving so far both ways, I get paid, which made it so that I think I had like 9 hours technically of my work day today. So I'll take it, and now it's the weekend.
And I think Sierra and I are gonna go to the lake. So just starting my drive back, I was like, there's no way I was that far off on like how, like when I was gonna get off of work, because I don't remember if I said I was guessing 2 or 3 earlier. But I think that like I had another patient that was added onto my schedule compared to what I was told yesterday, because I just went through and based off of like my productivity standards for like the amount of treatment time I had today, and then including my lunch, like it would have been like a 7-hour workday, and I got there a little after 8:30, so I believe that was about right. So I think that's why it was so far off, is because I had another patient on my schedule. So I've got a nice hour and a half drive back, and I should hopefully be back by 5:30, and maybe I can pack my things together really quick, and we should be able to head out at like by 6. I'm gonna make Sierra drive because I'm already having to drive an hour and a half, so I think that should be fine. I don't think she'll care. And then we are gonna pick our grandma up because it's her lake house, but we were like, do you want to go since we're going? And she said sure.
So just got off work. It is, what time? 4:30. Plan is to go to Clear Lake. Our grandma is going to come with us, and I haven't even started packing, so I need to do that. First, I'm gonna put my lunch stuff away, get my gym bag stuff put away, and then we'll start packing. But I do need... So I'm kind of hoping that since Megan has to drive back from Lake City, which is like an hour and a half away or something, I'm not exactly sure. Plans to pack for Clear Lake, and then I would like to clean my bathroom at least like a little bit. So if she's still not here by the time I'm done packing, I will try and do that as well. First, let's unpack my gym bag. It is so ridiculously hot outside. Everything in my bag, because it was in my car all day, is hot to the touch. I can't remember. I just pulled in my weekender bag, which I'm taking and packing everything in. Highly, highly suggest this if you are looking for a really good travel bag and have the money to spend on it. It's a Christmas present, but I just love the bottom compartment that is good for shoes and just like extra stuff, and how they separate. It's just the perfect size. Anyway, I need to turn my fan on in here, it's hot. And then I don't remember if I showed you this in our Wisconsin wedding weekend vlog, but my dad got each of us something for while we were up there. This I know I technically could have gotten like anywhere, but it was at that indie bookstore that Megan and I went to, Yardstick, and I just thought it was the cutest little tote bag. It looks like a library card, or like a, whatever those slips are where they put them in the books, and I thought it was cute. I'm gonna pack it for the lake this weekend. Okay, bag is all packed and ready to go. So now I just wait for Megan to get back, and then I think she still has to pack as well. So I have a little bit of time to kill. I think I might go and either watch YouTube or watch Shark Week. Just kidding, I just remember I said I would clean my bathroom, so gonna at least do like counters and toilet. My shower's not that bad, but I could do like a quick clean if I needed to. Okay, basically only did the counter and the sink, but that's better than it was. I came to our office because I need to finish getting some SD card converters and hard drive because we need to edit the vlog. I need to edit the vlog. You do. So, since we're just driving for us tonight and I just need to start editing this video, which I might start on the drive back, we're going to end this week in our life here. If you guys like watching our weekly vlogs, make sure you subscribe to our channel. We post them pretty frequently. We'd love for you to join our channel. Feel free to give us other video ideas besides vlogs, or just like other fun takes on like what we could do to make vlogs a little bit more fun or different. Yeah, so we also have a podcast called According To. We actually ran into someone who listened to our podcast, or at least I ran into them at the farmer's market that we usually go to, and so it was kind of interesting because like, I don't know if they follow like everything we do, but they specifically shouted out our podcast, so that was kind of fun. Yeah, go check it out. Check out all of our things, and we will see you guys when we post next. Bye!